Welcome to Quiz It with Faabul. Today's episode is all about Friday, the day we all look forward to. From superstition and history to pop culture and fun facts, this quiz will test how much you really know about everyone's favorite day of the week. Let's get started. Let's kick things off with question number 1. True or false? No year has more than 3 Friday the 13th. It sounds like a trick question because Friday the 13th doesn't happen very often. But is there actually a limit? The correct answer is true. A year can have up to 3 Friday the 13th, but never more than that. So while it might feel rare or random, there's actually a clear pattern behind it. Moving on to question number 2. Why is Friday the 13th considered unlucky? Was it because Emperor Augustus declared it unlucky? The Last Supper had 13 guests and Jesus was crucified on a Friday, a Norse myth involving Loki, or the arrest of the Knights Templar. There are several theories, and different cultures explain it in different ways. The correct answer is the Last Supper had 13 guests, and Jesus was crucified on a Friday. This is the most widely accepted explanation. The number 13 became associated with bad luck, and Friday was already considered unlucky in some traditions. Combining the two created the superstition. Now for question number 3. Which artist released the song Last Friday Night TGIF? Rihanna, Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, or Katy Perry? All of these artists are known for big pop hits, so this one might take a second. The correct answer is Katy Perry. Released in 2011, the song became a global hit and is all about wild, unforgettable Friday nights. Let's continue with question number 4. True or false? Friday is named after a Norse goddess. It might not be obvious, but several days of the week actually come from ancient mythology. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday all have roots in Norse gods. So the question is, does Friday follow the same pattern, or is it different? The correct answer is true. Friday is named after Frigg, a Norse goddess associated with love, marriage, and wisdom. Some sources also connect it to Freya, another goddess. Either way, the name clearly comes from Norse mythology. Now for question number 5. True or false? In medieval England, Friday was the traditional hanging day for executions. It sounds grim, but public executions were often scheduled on specific days. If Friday already had a reputation as an unlucky day, this kind of practice could have made that belief even stronger over time. The correct answer is true. Friday was commonly used for executions in medieval England, which added to its association with bad luck and negative events. Let's move on to question number 6. Which company popularized Casual Friday in the 1990s with a marketing campaign? Gap, Levi Strauss & Co., Tommy Hilfiger, or Replay? Casual Friday feels completely normal today, but it actually started as a trend that had to be introduced and promoted. Several clothing brands pushed the idea of more relaxed office wear. The correct answer is Levi Strauss & Co. They launched campaigns encouraging workplaces to allow jeans on Fridays, helping turn Casual Friday into a global workplace tradition. Next is question number 7. Why is the day after Thanksgiving called Black Friday? Was it because retailers went into profit, painted windows black, police dreaded crowds, or stock markets crashed? You might have heard the explanation about stores going into the black, meaning they become profitable. But sometimes the real origin of a term is less positive than the version we hear today. The correct answer is that Philadelphia police dreaded the massive post-Thanksgiving crowds. The term originally came from police officers dealing with heavy traffic and large crowds. The profit-related explanation became popular later as a more positive story. Let's continue with question number 8. True or false? The United Arab Emirates changed its weekend from Friday-Saturday to Saturday-Sunday. Different countries organize their work weeks in different ways, often based on cultural or religious traditions. But global business can also influence these decisions. The correct answer is true. The UAE made this change in 2022 to better align with international markets, while still keeping Friday as an important day. Now for question number 9. Which was the last major country to adopt a 2-day weekend? China, India, Brazil, or Japan? Today, a 2-day weekend feels standard in many parts of the world, but historically, this wasn't always the case, and different countries adopted it at different times. The correct answer is China. China officially introduced a 2-day weekend in 1995, making it one of the last major countries to do so. And finally, question number 10. True or false? The filet-o-fish was created to attract Catholic customers avoiding meat on Fridays. It might sound like a very specific marketing idea, but food traditions and religious practices often influence what ends up on menus. The correct answer is true. The filet-o-fish was introduced in the 1960s to appeal to Catholic customers who avoided meat on Fridays. It ended up becoming one of the most popular items on the menu. And that wraps up today's Fun Friday quiz. From superstition to pop culture, Friday has more history behind it than you might expect. Thanks for listening to Quiz It with Faabul. Enjoy your Friday, and we'll see you in the next quiz.